And welcome to Fortune's Hiding Down Under TV. We are back with another live interactive session. I'm not actually in Australia right now. I'm in Bali. As you can see, I've gone a bit more cultural. But yeah, so I wasn't on the pub show, mate. But how's your week been?
It's been all right, actually. It's the weekend was good. Went out with mates for a barbecue. So always a good crack. And
was that after the game or?
That was before the game. I was in a good mood then. Did you watch the show from the pub?
I did watch it. I was quite impressed. Loved the content as always. I thought there were some really good points in it. I think you were all too nice, to be honest.
I was going to say, what were your thoughts on the game?
I felt like Mikel Antonio has run his race. I think the second half, I think it showed me why he's not a striker. And it's showing more in his age now, the fact that he's not doing what he used to do to sort of make up for him not being a striker. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So basically, he was looking out he was out on the wings, getting the ball from the wings, and he was looking up for other players when that's where he's meant to be. So, natural striker, Antonio is not. Do I think the performance was that bad? I think we had glimpses of actually quite good bit of football. I think what everyone's going on about the Moyes ball, including me and us as a channel, but I think he tried to revert back to trying something new, and it just did not work. He hasn't got it down. He's got one way of playing down pat. He's let the shackles off him a little bit, and then they don't know what they're doing. So for me, it was a hiding coming. The way we're playing, you can't let that many shots hit our goal and not let a few go in. So I mean, I don't know. I knew that hiding was coming from somewhere. I just didn't think it was going to be Villa. Seeing as we played Man City and Liverpool this year as well. So
I think that was the frustrating thing, though, and it wasn't a surprise. You know, but we've named the same team over and over again, and it works but it's limited, and you've got to expand on that. And Moyes doesn't seem to want to do that.
Just a quick one, but I just want to say hello, David. How are you, my friend?
All right. You can hear me all right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we can, yeah.
Good, yeah. I can hear you too. Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. My sound wasn't working, so I had to reboot the whole PC.
Yeah, well, Matty had a baby problem with crying, and then you had couldn't hear anything, and then I'm in Bali and I've got no problems whatsoever. Happy days.
You should go to Bali then, Matt, next time.
I know. I believe there's some commiserations in order for your wife, Dave. 20 years.
20 years of hell.
Fucking hell. She's a fine woman to be able to put up with that.
Fucking lucky lady, mate. That's what she is.
I've heard death row people are waiting for execution dates still.
Yeah.
She'd have been out by now.
She said in my card, mate, here's to another 20 years. I don't think I've got another fucking 20 years of life left in me, to be quite honest.
So I was, Kingy, you're in Bali. How's it going over there?
Mate, I can't lie. It's fucking brilliant.
Having a good time?
It's literally 50 cents a beer. I've got my own pool. I've got my own little villa. So I'm buzzing to get away from work for a little bit, to be honest. It's been a long year. So I'm just happy to be away from work in the sunshine. It's about 33 degrees here. Humid as hell, though. I've been on the back of the old mopeds going around. Mate, it looks amazing when you look at pictures like what people put on Instagram. But fuck me, these roads, mate, different story.
Yeah, mate. I told you that. There's fucking potholes everywhere, isn't there?
Oh, mate. Yeah. It was ridiculous. Put it this way, if I was running down the road, it looked like Antonio running down the fucking wing.
Anyway,
avoid it.
we've dealt with the Villa game. We'll fucking move on from it. It's yeah,
Right,
it wasn't great.
But yeah, back to Villa. For me, as you said in the show, I think this next cluster of games are massive, bigger than I probably imagined before the Villa game. We need to win them all, in my eyes, to actually look like we're in contention. That's what I reckon. And then
I'd probably agree.
I think they're all winnable. I think Brentford's probably the curly one for us, as I mentioned on Monday. I think it's always a tricky result for us, that one. Have we even ever got a result against them in the league? I don't think we have we? In the Premier League?
What you want there? Bintang.
The old Bintangs, mate. 50 cents.
Nice.
But yeah, so going back to Everton, let's go for Everton. This is our little preview show for Everton and Olympiacos. Sorry, I'm just pouring my beer. Thank you. But yeah, so Olympiacos in the morning. For you lot, it is what time?
2:45, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 2:45. Yeah, someone's asking about that. Alan's asking us. Pretty sure.
Yeah, so there's a comment there from Alan. Alan Dunn.
I think it's 2:45. I will confirm. Hang on.
Evening, gents. What time is the game in the morning? Because I'm getting conflicting times. I'm pretty sure it's 2:45 kickoff.
Yeah, I think it is. Hang on.
And can I just say something about the kickoff times, right? We've all lived in Australia for a long time, and we're used to shit kickoff times. But the last couple of years have been fucking shit. Like, absolutely fucking horrendous. And even this, like a Europa game, where it should be 5 o'clock in the morning, which is doable, we're fucking shafted because it's in Greece.
It's 2:45. Enjoy that.
And mine's at 1:45 in the morning in Bali. So,
You'll just be on your way home then, won't you?
I'm actually being behaved.
Yeah.
But yeah, Olympiacos, what do we reckon?
I think we should win it. I mean, we're beating most of these teams in Europe, aren't we? Yeah, I wouldn't go for anything other than a win.
Who'd you start?
Good question. Fornals has got to have a run, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Who do you rest, more to the point? I think.
Apparently, Soufal's not travelled, has he?
Righto. So Kerr will play on the right, I imagine.
And he said that Cresswell and Johnson are available.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. I was thinking he'll probably play them both. If they're both available, he'll play them. Yeah. With Kera and Dinos possibly in the middle.
Well, he used him for the press conference today as well, Dinos.
Well, you've got him, haven't you?
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, him and Oggy will probably go at the back, eh? But I reckon Emerson will have to play at left back, won't he? Because he can't play on Sunday. So.
Yeah, unless he wants to if Cresswell's fit and he wants to stick with the 4, he'll play Cresswell on Sunday, won't he? So.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah. So you're probably not going to give Cresswell 2 lots of 90 minutes in 3 days, is he?
Yeah, possibly, but you could look at it the other way and think that he's got a bit of ring rust.
Well, he will have, won't he? He's not played for fucking ages.
Yeah, well, maybe he'll start him and hold him off and put Emerson on the second half or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kudus has got to start, hasn't he?
Yeah,
You've got to try him up front. I want to see him up front. I know he's not a striker, but this is what everyone's talking about, sticking him up front. Right, these are the games that you need to do it. You need to try him here now. Like, let's see what he can do. Because there's no point talking about it and not trying to do it. We need to actually see what he can do there. So this is a perfect opportunity in my eyes for them to do it.
So he's not going to start Antonio, is it?
I hope not. I hope not. Boys, can we just make sure whoever's doing the comments, can you go through all of them rather than just picking ones out?
Yeah. Sorry, I'll just pick that one out because it was answering the previous one. So the other one was answering what the time was. So I'll just pop that up to just confirm.
There's a comment there from David. Hello, lads. Hello, David.
Hello, Dave. How you doing, mate?
One from Darren. Oh, Darren was on last week. Good to see you, mate. He says, "Bugger me." No, thanks. It must be Thursday. I'm navigating the Bangkok rush hour. Trust you're all well and all in the chat. Oh yeah, all in the chat. Get it?
Yeah, well, we've got a few in the chat, which is nice. Alan Dunn as well. He's from New Zealand Hammers. I know it's late over there, so he did say about the timings, but he's managed to make it. So thank you very much for doing that, mate. But yeah, back to the Olympiacos game. Right. So, who do we want to see in that midfield?
Well, you want to see Paquetá every week, don't you? But do you think you might rest him? I think maybe Fornells will have a go. And I think he's probably going to be tempted to start Ben Rama and Kudus, aren't they?
Yeah. I'd like to see that. I'd love to see Ben Rama, Kudus, Paquetá, Bowen.
Fornells?
I'd like to see.
Fornells has got a run, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'd love to see Mavama get a bloody go tonight as well.
It's not going to happen, though, is it?
No.
But what's the fucking point?
Yeah, I know. To be honest, I'd be starting him over Antonio the way he played last weekend. Full stop.
Yeah, well, I've just said the same thing. I think he's run his race.
I don't know if he run his race, but he's certainly not on form. And at the moment, everything he touched turns to shit. So get him off.
He hasn't been on form since the first 3 games.
Yeah, the first 3 games, he looked quality. Not quality. He looked like we know he can play.
Yeah,
if he was in a normal job, he'd be on his fucking final warning right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what team he's going to pick. I think the defence he'll change it up, but it's frustrating, isn't it? Like you love to see Mabama, you love to see Kudus out on the left, but it's not going to happen.
I'm starting to think, this is my opinion, not yours. 2 games, 3 games. If we're not winning 2 out of 3, I reckon Tim Starton might have to go on his jet plane and try and find a manager as well, not just players now. And I'd love to. I really want Alonso. I keep seeing them do things over there, and I just like before he gets too good. Can we have him back?
He got a fair bit of stick after the Villa game, didn't he, Moyes? And from us as well, And I think, I was speaking to Kingy before you turned up, Dave, and he said we were probably a bit nice on Monday, even though it was probably the most, I don't know, the most whinging that we'd done on a show. But all the criticism that he's getting is right. Because it's been coming for weeks and weeks, and you do wonder with this group of players what somebody that's a bit more adventurous, a bit more tactically, astute would do.
These players are crying out for it, Matty. They're crying out for it, mate. We've got so much creativity in that fucking team, and we're just not using it. He doesn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
What's the fucking point in having him? I'm so glad I weren't there on Monday because I would have redecorated the fucking pub. I swear to God, I was fucking fuming. But I'm still angry now. I'm in fucking paradise in Bali, and I'm worried about David fucking Moyes.
Speaking of David, there's another comment from David. He says, hopefully we can get back on track and beat the Greeks and the Toffees. I agree the times are getting worse with all these 230s. Look, I think we all agree it'd be great to win them both. And I reckon when we probably talk about it, we'll all say that we will win them both. But it's not really the point, is it? And the kickoff times are shit. They really are. They seem to be getting worse and worse.
It is what it is.
Hopefully it's not sticky toffees, eh? I think they're fucking shit. We need to turn them over.
Yeah. All right, going back to tonight's game, tomorrow morning's game. What's your predictions, Matty?
Look, the eternal optimist in me still thinks we're going to win. I mean, they're top of the league, but it's the Greek league, so you can't read too much into that. We should go over there and do the job. So I'm going for 2-1.
2-1. Who's scoring?
Well, it depends who's on the pitch, doesn't it? I'll go Antonio and Suchek.
I want to see them fuckers on the pitch, mate.
Nah, it's got to be Kudos and Dinos.
Kudos and Dinos.
Yeah, that's a good shout. I like that. Dave?
I'm going 3-1, mate. I'm going for a brace for Kudos, and I reckon Bowen will grab one as well.
I'm going to go the same as you, Dave. I reckon 3-1, and I do think Kudos will get 2 as well. And I think that'll just put that'll make Moisey think much more about him now as well. Like he'll really have to try and what's the word?
Change something.
Get him in the fucking team.
Yeah. No, but he'll have to justify why he's not fucking playing him then, won't he?
Well, I know that it's happened before, and he's not done it.
Yeah, I don't know.
He came off the bench and got the equaliser against Newcastle, and then we had the international break, and then nothing, just the same team again.
Yeah, well, if Kudos... What's that, mate?
That was against Villa away, though, hey? Coming back after the international break, we've got Villa away after Kudos had scored that goal against Newcastle. I don't think you're going to Villa away and dropping Suchek for that, though. I think you're going to go out and, set up your stall, aren't you? If you're Moyes, I mean. I don't think he was ever going to put Kudos in for that.
Yeah,
well... I'll be really pissed off if he doesn't put him in this weekend.
If he scores 2 tonight, and he's not in that starting lineup on the weekend, I'll be fucking fuming. Fuming. Like, I ain't coming back from Bali, mate. I'm staying here. Like, that's it. I'll be... Because I'm coming back Monday afternoon, and I'm going to miss the pub show as well. I'll miss my flight if he ain't on that fucking pitch if he scores 2 tonight.
There's a message here from Alan. It says, thanks, boys. I do agree that the times we watch the games is ridiculous, but that's the price we pay in Oz, being massive, or fans of the massive hammers. Yeah, it is, but it seems to be a bit more of a chore these days with the kick-off times. We don't get too many of the decent ones.
Oh, it's all the Saturday games have been kicked on to Sunday because of Europe as well, isn't it? So it takes.
But it's been 3 years now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but would you change European football for Saturday times? Exactly.
No,
so it is what it is, isn't it?
It's the price of success, shall we say?
This would be an interesting question. So, if anyone in the chat from Australia or New Zealand, would you change European football for Saturday night kickoffs? Let us know your thoughts.
I don't think anyone will.
Yeah, well, I'm just asking the question, aren't I?
Yeah.
Does anyone know anything about Olympiacos?
They're Greek.
They're based in Athens. They're top of the league. That's about it. I don't know a single one of their players, got to be honest.
There's a guy, Jovetic, who used to play for City.
Oh, yeah.
Plays for him. Yeah.
Is he there, is he?
Yeah. And they've got a guy on loan from Nottingham Forest.
Oh, we better be fucking... We better be scared now, then. But yeah, so I'm going 3-1, Kudos brace, and I'm going to go with, if Emerson starts or plays, I reckon he'll get a goal as well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Cool.
There's a comment here from David where he's pretty much gone through the whole team. He reckons Fab, Tilo, Mavropanos, Agad, Emerson, Edison. Don't know who Edison is.
Emerson.
No, Emerson, Edison, Alvarez.
Oh, yeah. Okay. JWP, Pacman, Bowen, Kudos, and Benny.
How many players has he got on there? Has he got an extra one? It's not an extra one. No, I don't know. No, I think has he got Bowen up?
He's got 11. Fuck me, you're meant to be a financial planner, aren't you? You can't even fucking count.
It's not money, mate. It's words.
And I'm done. I think that Moyes' replacement is already at the club, gents. I think it's Johnny Heitinger. He has done a bit in Ajax as manager when they were without one and did okay. I don't want to trust I'm going to go against that, Alan. To be honest, mate, I do. But I like the idea if he stays on under another manager. But I think Alonso, for me, like I don't think we could sort of trust someone who's had a couple of games for Ajax with this group of players. That's just my opinion.
You probably get more of the same.
Johnny Heitinga played for Everton.
Yeah. He's this moist man from Everton.
Another comment from Haydos. Evening, Sam. Thanks for joining. 3-1 win. Olympiacos haven't been great defensively so far, and we're lucky to hang on in Serbia the other week. Yeah, that's same as King and Dave's prediction. I hope you're right, Dave. I think everyone's expecting that we'll go over there and win. But,
18 games unbeaten then.
Here's an interesting comment from Angelos, 92 degrees. Olympiacos fan. Good luck to both teams. Looking forward to the match.
Yeah, good luck for the rest of the season, mate, but I'm not giving you nothing yet, mate. Lovely, nice. Thanks for joining us, though, Angelos. Very much appreciated, mate.
Are you a West Ham fan as well, Angelos, or how'd you find your way here, mate? Let us know.
We're massive, that's why.
Oh, we're massive, but yeah.
Tony Oliver, hi boys. 2-1 West Ham, Mavropanos and Ward Prowse. Yep, don't mind that. I'd love to see a Ward Prowse free kick fly in the top fucking bin, if I'm being honest. I don't think he'll score another free kick for the rest of his life.
And his follow-up comment, reckons you've had too many bin tangs, Kingy.
Not enough, mate. Not enough.
Just getting lubricated.
You've got a bit of a glow about you, though.
Yeah, it's the sun, mate. It's 33 degrees here.
It's been warm here, though. It's been 30 degrees the last few days.
I've got to be honest. You know, you lot said about this shirt, right? And said, oh, you can't see the badge. You can't see the badge, right? I'll tell you what, every taxi I've got into since I've been here, West Ham, good team. Good team.
Yeah. Nice.
If they can see it, then our fucking midfield should be able to see it, shouldn't they? Jesus.
It's a nice shirt.
Got Balinese fucking taxi drivers know who we are.
It's a nice shirt, mate. I'll probably end up buying it. It's nice to wear.
No, you're not allowed it now. You mug it off too much.
Nah, bollocks.
Angelos, I was living in London. I follow West Ham. Well done, Angelos, and hopefully you'll be following us for a long time to come. Whereabouts in London were you living, my friend?
Another comment from Alan. He says, not a chance. European football on Sunday nights don't worry me. But then again, I'm retired. It's kind of like me. I don't have to go to work either.
No, not for a while.
It don't bother me.
I'll tell you what, though, it's not all fun and games. I was up before 5 o'clock this morning.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah,
so
you're another one who has Mondays off, though, Kingy, aren't you?
Yeah, I love a Sunday, boy. I love a Sunday. Yeah. Going into the Everton game, then. I just want to pass condolences on from us anyway, but Mr. Bill Kenwright died over the week, and he was a true Evertonian. I think he did lead the club quite well. I think he had their best interests at heart. So that was a big shame for them this week, especially with the thinking that they might have a 12-point deduction as well, which isn't a shame, because if you're going to fuck around with it, be prepared.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I agree with you, King. I think it is a shame. It's I mean, I don't know too much about him, but he seemed like a genuine guy, and obviously a proper Everton fan. And the last couple of years probably haven't gone his way. But yeah, condolences to his family and everything. But yeah, the 12-point deduction, it amazes me that they've been done on 12 charges or something, and City had 144, and there was never any mention of points deductions for them. You never know what's going to happen, whether it's going to come to fruition or not. It amazes me how many times before we play a team, something significant happens that gives them cause to raise the game and come at us. I'm not saying that will make a difference, but we could have done with nothing happening, so we could just beat them and then they can move on to the next one.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a new stadium going up. That's going to look fantastic in the Championship. Really is going to look really nice. But there's something about them for this weekend for me that tells me that they're going to sneak one on us. And I don't know why. I think because everyone is putting them down. Everyone's saying how shit they are. And I've got a feeling that Mr. Oh, Nana, what's my name? Oh, Nana. Right? I've got a feeling.
Don't start singing.
I've got a feeling because we wanted him and he went there, he's going to score. I've just got a funny feeling.
I had a similar feeling, and I don't know why. I think it could be a tricky game.
That sort of edge of doubt if we've just been walloped by Villa away and we just got that whole sinking.
But it all comes into it, doesn't it? Like it depends on how we line up, what we do. Like if we play the same team, I know we can't play the same team because Emerson's suspended, but if we go out rolling out the same old shit, then we might well get turned over. I think we need to go at them and absolutely try and batter them.
I think there's a saving grace. I think there's a saving grace that we're at home. I think with home crowd, that is probably massive for us this weekend because after the weekend we've just had with Aston Villa, I don't think many people would be fancy watching football at the moment. But the fact that it's back at the London Stadium, I think that gives everyone a bit of a lift. Football's back. They can go and enjoy it. Hopefully they get behind the team. And hopefully they don't let the weekend of the Villa game sort of put a dampener on the whole season so far. Because Everton are there for the taking. They have to be there for the taking. They're shit. But that's what scares me.
I said the same thing before the Sheffield United game. And I still thought we were going to win. But, they'd just been beat 8-0 by Newcastle. And there was a bit of a fear that, there might be some kind of fight back from them. I think they are shit enough that even if they do show a bit of fight, and to be fair, I thought they did in the Merseyside derby. They weren't overrun. Liverpool, they had the players sent off and a penalty, and they weren't spanked out of the park. So
definitely,
the only hope, and I'm pretty sure it'll happen, is that Calvert-Lewin's playing, because I genuinely think he's one of the worst fucking players I've ever seen in the Premier League, and I don't understand what everybody sees in him. He's absolutely. He played 8 good games under Ancelotti, right? Yeah, and at the start of the season, and he's made a living off it.
How long ago was that? 3 years ago?
Yeah, 3 or 4 years ago.
The geezer has had the bloke has had more appearances at fucking London Fashion Week than he has had goals in the last 3 years.
He likes to get one against us, though, doesn't he? Ground out result. Was it last season or season before the ground out result?
He's shite. So as long as he's playing, which I think he will be, we'll be all right.
He's in the bracket. He's in the bracket of Antonio for me. He should wake up every morning being happy that he's a footballer.
Watch him score now.
He'll probably get 2.
You've cursed it.
Fuck it. I'm only saying what I'm thinking. I'm not on Sky Sports.
No.
Just to go back to that comment from Angelos. To answer your question, King, he was living in Muswell Hill.
Oh, nice, mate. Nice.
Comment from Tony Oliver. Good evening, Tony. Hoping we have a change up in corners and free kicks. A couple of short corners to change it. What do you think?
I hate short corners. They never fucking work. Really. 1 in 100 fucking works.
I'd keep it as it is. It depends, I suppose, who's playing. If JWP is playing, you keep it exactly as it is. But yeah, I think short corners.
Especially if Dinos is playing. He's a fucking towering header, mate. He has.
Definitely against Olympiacos, I think we'll be pinging him in.
Yeah.
And an interesting comment from Angelos, who's obviously on both sides of the fence. Fortunis is the player West Ham needs to look out for the most. He's probably the most skilled player in the attacking midfield from Olympiacos. Yeah, fair enough.
I will definitely keep
probably want to send that message to David Moyes instead of us. But whose side are you really on?
Yeah. Angelos, which side do you sit on, my friend?
And one from Alan Dunn.
Go on, sing it. Sing it.
Oh, no.
Oh, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah.
So he'll go up for a header and Alvarez will headbutt him. My brother sent me a message the other day saying Alvarez is the clumsiest footballer he's ever seen. And he's probably not too far wrong.
Hang on. Has he been watching West Ham for the last 10 years? Because Antonio's definitely up there for me.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that one.
I don't agree with it at all. I think he's pretty skilled for a big guy. He's got good control. But
yeah, I've got to disagree with the Nolan there, mate. I'm not too sure on that one. Don't worry, he'll probably come in the chat later to say hello to you because it's the only time he does.
When he wakes up.
Angelos has come back with his support. I'm supporting Olympiacos 100%. Don't get me wrong, but I like West Ham too. That's fair enough. If we went overseas for a bit and adopted a team, we'd still be 100% West Ham, wouldn't we? So, yeah, fair play to you, mate. Enjoy the game.
I couldn't ever adopt another team, though.
Nah, I just don't get it. What do you want, a half and half scarf? Like,
I know. But people live in Brisbane, right? And they support Brisbane Roar or whatever.
No, they don't. No, they don't support them, mate. It's a load of rubbish.
Some do, not me, not you.
It's because they're married and they want to get out of the house for an hour. That's what it is. They don't support them.
Is that how you've survived 20 years, Dave?
Nah, don't go, mate. I hate it. I think it's part of shit.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
Yeah, right. I agree with it. But I said there's people. They ain't me and they ain't you.
Nick from Claret and Booze, how you doing, mate? All right, gents.
Nick.
He's also done a little follow-up comment with my starting lineup. Hopefully he'll put it up soon anyway when we have a little look. But Nick, your shirts have been sent for your birthday, your second birthday on Claret and Booze. We've got you a couple of polo shirts, our ones as well. So you'll be getting them soon, mate. And I think after the weekend, I'll have one of them Moyes Out donkey mugs, please, mate. Thank you very much.
I was just going to say, I reckon Nick will put his faith in Moyes and go with whatever he selects.
I think you got more chance of a Donald Trump becoming president again, mate. Right, Claret and Booze. Nick says Fabianski, Kira, Dinos, Aguerd, Emerson, Alvarez, the Pac-Man, and Fornals in CM. Bowen, Kudos, and Cornetto up top.
No, he's a clown.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. He's offside more times than George Michael got caught in toilets in the 90s, mate. Like it was. The geezer the bloke was born offside. I can't have it.
Born, he'll fucking die there as well.
I do. Thing is with Cornet, I think with him, he needs to play football. for a start, because otherwise he's going to forget what the fucking thing is.
Yeah, but he needs to play football somewhere else, doesn't he?
Yeah, he ain't good enough, Stan. I don't think he's good enough.
How much did we pay for him?
Probably too much.
Was it
18 or something?
18. I think cut your losses there. We cut our losses on players like Anderson and stuff like that. Just get rid now, like free up a bit of space in the team. He's not playing. For me, this has been a game that you try him, I suppose. But yeah, I'd rather see Mabama up there, to be honest.
It's not going to happen now, is it?
No. I'd love to have seen him gone to someone like Middlesbrough.
Who caught it?
No, well, he can fuck off there and all. But I was talking about Mabama under Carrick, see what he can do. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's got a West Ham connection, so he wants to look after the players. You know what I mean?
But there's a comment here from Nick, and it's a fair comment, and it's one that everyone comes back to. He says, Conor ain't bad. I think if that goal had counted against Chelsea, we may have seen a different player. All gone to shit for him since he joined. Look, I agree. It was a great goal, and it was, his second or third game or something. And, you know, if that goes in, it changes things. But it didn't. And since then, you make of it what you will. And he's just never, ever, every time he's come on, like Kingy said, he's been offside. So you can't see what he's like. You can't see what kind of a player he is. Because he can't stay onside.
But he's on for 3 minutes and he's offside 10 times.
Yeah.
Like, that, it's just ridiculous. You can't.
Is he just trying to though? Because he's only getting minutes here and there. Is he just too fucking keen? That's why he's offside.
Yeah, but you need to take those chances, don't you?
Yeah, I agree. But
and he's fucking rapid as well. Like he should be allowed to give the centre back a yard. Do you know what I mean?
Message from Kent. Good evening or good morning, Kent. Nice to have you join us again. Hard battle tonight, 2-1, and an even harder battle v Everton as they're fighting for the manager. Yeah, I said 2-1 tonight. I'll go with that. And I think it will be hard. Like, Dyche's teams are traditionally tough. And you could argue that over the last 3, 4, 5 games, Everton have started to show some of that. Because I think they came into the international break off the back of a couple of wins, if I'm not mistaken. The Liverpool game, yeah, you know, they, like I said, they didn't get overrun. So maybe they are starting to turn the corner and it will be hard. But we still should be beaten.
I think we said last week, though, Matt, like, there's not a single team in the Premier League, right, that you don't have to earn the right to beat, you know what I mean? There's no shit.
Chelsea.
If you were going to say a team was shit, it'd be Everton, right? They've been beaten by Luton. They've had a right old hard time, and as you say, they're coming in a bit good. But you know, if you're off your game, you know, and you're not going to pick up the points. So we need to go there, batter them.
Yeah, go on, Dave. Sorry, mate.
No, I was saying we need to go out all out, like as we were saying earlier on, and put them under pressure and try and batter them.
Yeah, but I think going back to like the Villa game, do you think that we got too complacent? Like, do you think it? All right, I do think Moyes got it wrong, but do you think the players got a little bit too big for their boots a little bit?
I think they were all sloppy. They were all off the game. I don't know if it's complacency. It could be. You could be right, but every one of them was off.
I think we put ourselves in a hole. We should have saved the first one for a start. He got a good hand. I know it had that deflection, but it should have been saved. The second one was Paquetá fucking about in his own bloody back corner and playing a loose ball. When you're 2-0 down away from home early in the second half, and you're already under a deep fucking shit by then, aren't you?
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, this is a good one. Claret and booze, more chance of Moyes playing Barack Obama than a kid. I like that. I like all these off-the-cuff witty comments. They're much better.
How do you reckon he'd go up front?
Who, Barack Obama?
Yeah.
I don't know, but
compared to Antonio last week.
At the moment.
fucking
Obama
hell.
I reckon he'd be all right, you know. He'd stay central anyway.
Yeah.
Obama.
No, Obama.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, he stay central. Centre
I was
left.
going to get another bintang.
Just slightly
Don't.
left.
Pouring a Guinness anyway.
Nice. I reckon Mubama deserves a start at the moment. After last week's performance by Antonio, mate, I would definitely be having a go with Mubama, but I just don't think he's in the pecking order at the minute, is he?
Well,
Comment from David: Cornet, get rid or loan him out to Middlesbrough. Yeah, I agree. What's this one? Mumba, he's struggling more than you, Kingy. On loan to Rooney's mob, could be a learning opportunity.
she was a singer in the 90s, I think.
So he reckons if Mumba goes to Birmingham, could be a good chance for Rooney to learn something.
I have no problem with that. I think that's a great shout. I mean, what better person to learn off than one of the best fucking strikers England's ever seen?
Should it be Namba, though, rather than Mumba? I think Rooney prefers Nans, doesn't he? Mums.
It is an interesting comment from Tony. I thought Paquetá was the problem at Villa.
Yeah.
I'll comment on that. I think he had his worst game for a long time for us. And I mentioned on Monday, I thought he was a bit all over the place. And I don't know. I wouldn't say he was the problem, but he certainly didn't help.
No, I think the big fucking problem was Moyes versus Emery. That's the biggest problem. Like the fact that Moyes had no comeback to that manager. Like Emery's built something in like a year and a half. Moyes says he's still fucking building. I think the buildings are going up quicker here in fucking Bali than the team that Moyes is fucking picking, mate. And this is a third world country. Like, honestly, it's ridiculous. Like, he was the problem. He's the problem.
Speaking very honestly, and I was jealous of Villa on Sunday. When you look at the team, the way that they played, not just against us, but the way they have been playing, the manager they've got, the momentum they've got, and I'm just like, that could be us. With somebody different, that could be us doing that. And Emery's a quality manager. He's proved it year after year. You know, Arsenal didn't end well for him, but fucking hell, like it was no contest. And you're right, it was Moyes against Emery. Yeah, and it was sickening that they came out on top.
Like the fact that he
beat Emery 6 months ago, though, didn't he?
What's that?
Moyes beat Emery at London Stadium 6 months ago, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's not just the single result, is it? It's the momentum. It's everything that's happening at that club. That could be us. Like you look at them now, they'll lose games here and there, but they're going to have a good season. They're going to finish in the top 7. You can't say that about us.
Kent's just hit it on the fucking head here. This is what I basically said. Kent hammers, we was a shower of shit on Sunday, and if we play anything like that against any other team, we will lose the manager, has no plan B, the players were poor, but David Moyes is tactically inept. I've just basically said the same thing. Like, I think I'm jealous. I'm not going to not beat around the bush now. I've got 3 bintangs around me, right? But I'm jealous of Tottenham for having Ange. I'm jealous of Unai Emery at fucking Villa. All these teams that are around us when we've just won the cup and they've moved on and said, right, we need to progress. They've all done it. We're holding on for fucking dear life a little bit. Oh, this ain't a suntan no more. This is just fucking me getting angry.
You going a nice shade of red, mate?
Oh, mate, I'm fucking fuming, pissed off. I
Dick
am.
Emery showed him up.
Kent says Dick Emery showed him up. And then Nick said Moyes got embarrassed by a superior manager that has been working hard for a year, embedding a philosophy. Moyes just sticks to blocking the opposition and relying on individual brilliance to get points. Look, I'll be honest. I've not always agreed with you, Nick, and I don't completely agree with the whole Moyes out thing. But fuck me, you've got a point. It just makes you wonder what. I've always been look on the bright side of things and look at what Moyes has given us, and the last 3-4 years have been consistently some of the best years we've had watching West Ham. But what could we be? And that's what's starting to sort of go over in my head at the moment. Is we're not getting the best out of these guys.
Yeah,
because we've got a great squad.
Thing is, right, we're talking about he needs to rely on brilliance of players. How can you rely on brilliance with players when you're suppressing them? If you're not allowing them to go and play at the right times, you're not going to get any brilliance. And if they do brilliance, it's against the manager's wishes. So it's a fucking real tough situation. And my missus is watching the fucking other room in this fucking villa, and she just said, "Just sold my car to Lucas Paquetá."
Yeah,
so
nice.
yeah, fucking. You know it's bad when my missus is watching.
Lift the mood.
Fucking hell.
Seriously though, a couple of weeks ago we were all fucking smiles, and we didn't play badly against Liverpool. We didn't get the right result, but this is the one time I thought we played fucking awful. And yeah, I was fucking angry about it, right? I'm not jumping on the bloody let's get rid of the manager after one really bad performance. We know his philosophy is frustrating at times, but it's had some positive results as well, right? But yeah, I think people were saying stuff about Redknapp back in the 90s and as well. What do we end up with? It's not, we're not necessarily going to get something better. We end up with Glenn Roeder and get fucking relegated. So
yeah, but football's different now, Dave. Football's different now, mate. Like you've got computers, you've got people that are out there doing scouting, you've got people doing analysis, like a lot more than what you had back then, right? Which means that they've got more knowledge to actually pick the right person. No, it's not always going to come off, but at least you could pick up a gem.
Yeah.
Like I get what you're saying, but you ain't got the same. You haven't got the same stuff back then.
Yeah, I'll just say we look at Spurs and look at Villa. Right now, things are on the upfall, and they got a decent manager in there. Where's old Lord Lucan gone? He's dropped off.
He's for the kid.
Okay. Yeah, Villa have turned over managers left, right, and centre. Spurs have turned over managers left, right, and centre. They've had bad times. Right now, they've got one and they're in a honeymoon period and doing well. I don't know. Just the modern football seems to be a bit of a manager merry-go-round for me. When things go bad, it's like there's a lot of pressure to turn that manager over and do something else, isn't there?
Oh, definitely, mate. But I just think with the way that Tottenham and Villa have identified their managers and gone and got them is exactly what we should be doing. But that is, again, the downfall of our club. It's a hard one.
Tottenham chew through managers, mate. They get it wrong all the fucking time. They choose one, he's good for a year, and then he's shit. I'm hoping Ange comes shit for them as well. I know what Ange is capable of, and it does frustrate me a little bit because I would have. There was a point where I would have liked to have done that change, but we missed the boat on that. Whether it was ever on, I don't think so. I'm not sure if we were ever really looking at him, to be honest. I think Spurs took that gamble, and that's coming good for them at the moment. And I hope the fucking wheels fall off that wagon pretty soon. But they always get in a manager that gives them a bit of a spark, and then they go all Spursy and turn shit again, don't they?
Yeah. Can you still see me?
Can I see you? Yeah, I can see you. I can see Matt now as well. He's back.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
You don't know what happened. You disappeared off the camera. That's what happened.
Oh, internet dropped out.
Oh, there you go. To pay the electricity bill, you go put 50p in the meter, mate. To work now.
I told you the other week I've got ferrets running around on a wheel.
Well-trained ferrets.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I know, I just think for me, it's not so much the, I've been riding the high of Moyes 100%, and I've been like, right, until he fucks it up. And I think I just got to the point now where I'm like, yeah, he's fucked it up, and I can't see him being able to get us out of bigger problems later on. And that's what really irritates me, and that's why I want him gone, I think.
I think that's a bit harsh, and I'm nowhere near that point yet. You know, it's frustrating. It really is frustrating, and I think sometimes it's highlighted more than others. And what happened on Sunday against Villa? Anybody, my 8-year-old daughter could have seen that Antonio needed to come off, and we needed to make changes early. But
yeah, but this isn't just a problem on the Villa game, mate.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah,
but
we've rode our luck.
You look at the results for the last 3 or 4 years. It's been the best 3 or 4 years that I've had supporting
this
West Ham.
century.
So
yeah, but
like, what do you do?
Don't you want another 4 years where you see it progress from now?
Yeah, but it won't necessarily.
I think it comes down. I think it comes down to what the expectation is, what your history is, what you are used to, and like I get wanting more, and I get wanting to always progress and always move on and always go on to bigger and better things. But if you'd have asked me 5 years ago that this was going to be the next 4 years watching West Ham, I'd have fucking snapped your hand off.
Your arm off.
So, like, I'm used to us being shit, and not just shit as in not getting in the top 6, as in shit being 15th, 14th, 13th, 17th, getting relegated. And I'm probably a bit more old school in that thought than people wanting to kick on. And to me, and this will probably piss a lot of people off, we're not a top 6 club. We are West Ham, and we are who we are, and we have our success every now and again. And I don't know.
Fuck me, it's David Attenborough, isn't it?
It just I love Moyes for what he's brought us, and yes, he's limited, and yes, he's frustrating, and yes, he's tactically inept, but he's better than everyone who's gone before him. Not everyone, but in recent times.
Look, Matty, I agree with you, mate, but I think when you've got this group of players and you're on a trajectory of what we're doing, haven't we got... The reason you bring in a director of football is to work under them. It ain't going to work under him anyway. So we might as well start talking about it. Like, yes, he's given us some fucking brilliant times, and he really has. But for me, it's time to move on now. It's definitely time to move on.
I think that, look, the best thing that could have happened is he'd have walked away after the Conference League win. And I said that at the time. I think that would have been a great result for everyone, him included. But the fact that he's here, like, you know, we're I don't even know where we are in the league now, 8th or 9th. I agree. We probably do need a change, but it's not going to come. They're not going to sack him. We're not struggling, and to me, having watched West Ham for so long, this is just the way it is.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna do a little Oliver Twist here. Please, sir, can I have some more? I want some more.
So you should.
Can someone do? Dave, can you do some comments, please, mate?
Sure. Where are we?
I'll put one up and we go down from there.
Barrett and Boost. Paquetá has been spare parted to the left wing and sent to die, just like Benny, Vlasic, Cornet.
That's a fair comment.
Yeah, it is. I think he does recognise that Paquetá is probably best in the middle, but he's got quite a lot of those players for the middle, hasn't he? Even Kudus' best position's in the middle, and we're probably going to end up spare parting him out to one of the wings in order to get him in the team. You've got Souček, Alvarez, Ward-Prowse. I think there's a time where you will drop Souček, to be honest. I think Alvarez will take that, that defensive role, and he's going to have to trust Paquetá in the middle along with Ward-Prowse. And then, do you then spare part Kudus, for want of a better word, out to the wing? And there's a lot of good players in that middle. I think Souček is probably the weakest link that eventually will have to go. But I think Moyes pointed out to being fair, and people gave him a hard time saying about being fair. But, when someone's scoring quite regularly, as Souček has been, you don't drop them, do you? But I think that time will come. And I think Paquetá will end up back in the middle then.
Right,
right, where are we?
Happy
Hammerette, cool. Benny has to start. Against Olympiacos? I agree with Olympiacos. I don't think he should be starting against Everton, though.
No.
I assume you mean against Olympiacos. Another one from David. Moyes ain't getting another contract, boys. Maybe.
I hope not.
For the record, I wouldn't give him another contract.
You wouldn't give him one?
No.
I reckon Matty would give him one, to be honest.
If he wins the fucking Europa League at the end of the year, he might get one.
I think all three of us would give him one.
You know what? I think I'm blinded by the fact that he's given us and me. He's given us that moment. He's given us that trophy, and we've never had it. And it probably blinkers my perception a little bit, and I get as frustrated as everyone else with what's going on at the moment. But then you can't argue with it.
I can fucking argue with him. I can. Keep going. Got a few here.
Okay, we got Darren Higgins. Is that the taxi man from Claret and Blue? Trust you well.
I don't think it's Virgil. I think it's Nick.
Kent Hammers. Alvarez and Pac-Man to leave at end of season. David Moyes should have left after Prague. Said at the time. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I agree.
I think we've done that one left, but I think Paquetá could end up leaving. It looks like he's wanting to go to City. Don't know about Alvarez. I think hopefully he'll stay on for a bit.
Comment from Andrew Quinn. He said, "What was it? Mad Dog says, don't pop the champagne when you win. Don't pop the pills when you lose." Yeah, I think that's fair enough. Keeping level-headed, but there is frustration when
I think
things
the thing is, it's not that I'm just complaining about us losing on a weekend. This has been bubbling for a long time.
Yeah. I agree completely.
I don't care about the loss. It's more about the build-up to the loss that I'm bothered about. Like, yes, you can ride out results. If you can take the performances if you're getting the results. But when you're getting spanked like that, 4-1 against Villa, who are meant to be around your level, it's not a good look. It's not a good look.
No, but then Villa got spanked by Newcastle, didn't they? There's that sort of cluster of teams that we've just got to make sure we end up on top, over the course of the season. But that's our spanking, I guess, out of that cluster of teams, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tony Oliver, well, things are in place. Tim Steidman is there to get a new coach if it goes tits up. Still got to back Moyes while he's in charge. I think that's the thing, right? Moyes ain't going anywhere after one bad result.
No.
And, you know, I think we've got to see how it goes, haven't we? But I think, yeah, if he doesn't get a contract, then we'll be going after maybe your mate over in Germany, Alonso.
Johnny Heitinger, wasn't it?
Yeah, fuck that.
And Nick from Claret Brews has said Tim will be recruiting the next manager, not Sullivan. Well, fucking hope
Good.
so.
Well, that's what he's paid for, isn't it? You'd
Yeah.
like to think so.
David said Tim and Xabi Alonso next season will guide us forward. I'll be honest, Kingy. I haven't given any thought to Alonso, but I could see that. I'd be happy with that.
He's young. He's progressive. Players will learn from him. He's had success as a player. He's had success as a manager now. Like the German league isn't a French league. Do you know what I mean? Like it's quite.
Yeah, it's decent. It's decent.
Yeah.
Has he won anything?
He's won a few games.
No, but seriously, what? So you said he's had some success with Leverkusen. What is that success? Did they win a cup?
I think he's sitting second in the league at the moment. With like, I was looking at it today. Come back. I'll come back to me.
Yeah, right.
There's a comment from Alan Dunn. If he only put 50p in the meter, no wonder it dropped out. The meters only take $20 notes now. Yeah, I was still trying to put 50p's in, but you're mixing currencies there. You've got pence and dollars, so it's no wonder it's not working.
Leverkusen are top of the league. 8 games played, 7 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses. Bayern Munich a third and Dortmund a fourth.
Is that the Dortmund that just beat Newcastle?
Europe's not for everyone.
It's not, is it?
No.
Henderson C. I've never seen that name on here before.
Nice to have you, Henderson.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Cheers.
It's a long one, so I'll try my best to read it. Aside from a proper manager looking forward, I see Mabama, Potts, or even Dan Riggy more crucial to our development. We should accept we've lost Xabi. Still, whoever that keeps us, the next generation is key.
He's talking about Alonso. He reckons, and again, I think we will lose Xabi Alonso because of his stock rising so high in the.
I was going to say, I was just about to say, what would make us think that Alonso would come to us?
It's Premier League. It's London. It's got some class players. We've got a great squad.
Claret and Booze. Yeah, it's Nick. Virgil's having a wank on the ring. Nice. Hey, that
Nick, can you just check your inbox on your messenger, please, mate? Nice one, mate.
There's another comment from Nick. I predict we'll get a refreshed Potter. Fucking hell. I don't think that would excite anybody, would it?
No, not me.
And when you look at how he was holding Brighton back, he's fucking shit. Alonso might get success if he drops to the third tier trophy.
But they didn't win it last year, did they? They were in it. They didn't get anywhere near it.
Yeah, but talking about this, right? I've heard today that you don't actually drop into the Europa League if you drop out of the Champions League this year. Can someone clarify that for me?
Yeah, if you finish third in your group, you do.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yeah, because that's where the whole knockout thing starts.
Okay.
Unless I'm completely wrong.
Yeah, but Leverkusen are in the Europa League, and I think he's talking about dropping down into the Europa Conference League. If they finish third in their group, then he might get some success. But I think they were in the Europa Conference League with us last year. They went out down much earlier rounds, so the knockout rounds after the group stage.
Okay.
There's a
well,
there's a comment here, Kingy. I'll let you read it and make of it what you will.
We have to go on, read it, Kingy.
we have to replace Rice.
I thought we'd done that.
Done that.
All right, we'll move on.
He only scores in empty nets anyway.
Darren Higgins, good shout, Potter, Nick. Hope not. Anyway.
Yes, Claret and Booze. Relationship with Stighton. He gave him his chance, talking about Alonso. Yes, they've got a nice working relationship. They've built a team together, and look at the fruits of their labour that's happening in the Bundesliga now. Like, why would you change a winning formula? I'm sure this is the way forward. I'm 100% positive.
I think the old comment about missing the boat, and I think that's very, very much on the cards, isn't it? Because Sullivan ain't going to sack Moyes now. He might sack him. He ain't going to sack him now. It'll be too late. If he's top of the league, the Bundesliga, I don't know. But it would even come now. If we dropped Moyes in it right now, Leverkusen top of the league, why is he going to come to West Ham?
I don't know. It's a Premier League, isn't it?
Yeah, but his current start, he's top of the Bundesliga.
Yeah, but Rodgers left Celtic when they was top of the Scottish League for Leicester.
That's not comparable. That's not comparable. You're keeping Bayern Munich off the top of the Bundesliga. Why are you leaving there right now? I don't know.
Yeah, well, I'm not being funny. Tottenham are top of the league in the Premier League, but they ain't going to fucking stay there, are they?
Well, Rangers ain't coming to West Ham.
They're not. I was going to say I hope they're not, but it's not even hope. They're not going to stay there.
No, they're a fucking elephant in a tree. It's coming down.
Yeah.
I'll answer this one. Gallagher. Something.
Yeah.
No, we have not replacing Rice. I don't know what more you'd want from a midfield now.
Alvarez, Ward-Prowse. What do you want?
I think he's a wind-up, this fella.
I don't know. I think we said before, right? We've got too many central midfielders. That are good central midfielders that we're trying to cram into the team at the minute. We've got 5 into 3 places at the moment, and people are saying that people are getting chucked out onto the wing because we're trying to get them in the team. I don't see why we would want another central midfielder. Let's turn that question around. If you don't think we've replaced Rice right now, who are you looking for to replace Rice with?
Mm-hmm.
Come back to us.
Tonali.
You want to place a bet on that?
I'll put a 20 on.
Yeah.
I'll put a 20 on. And a 6-pack of
Damien reckons you're looking pretty cute, Dave.
Thanks, Damo. Thanks, shucks. Thanks, Damo.
I think it's the light more than anything.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and Ryan.
And the makeup.
What about me?
No, you look washed out, mate. You need better lighting. You need barley.
I'll tell you what, I'm getting redder by the fucking minute here.
Oh, hang on a minute. There we go. On the other person I haven't met.
There you go. That's a half-ass comment for you, mate. You know, bit of a compliment.
So, Andrew Quinn says Alonso was signed with Leverkusen until 2026. Contracts don't mean anything, though, do they?
No. Contracts are there to be ripped up.
So, Kingy, are you wanting change now?
What, right now?
Well, yeah.
If we lose to Everton or don't get a result at Everton, if Alonso said, yes, I will come in at the weekend, I would take him, yes, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, you would. But I think 100% for those reasons, though, we won't. Because of the 2026 contract, the fact that they're top of the league, I don't reckon if we really wanted to do that right now, that's actually available to us. I really
Hang on, he's just giving me my scenario, mate. It's not yours.
Yeah. But I guess I'm saying though that I don't think we can turn around and go, if we look back retrospectively and go, we should have sacked Moyes in November or end of October and brought in Alonso, I actually don't think that avenue is there for us now when we do the shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Hang on, he's asked me the shoulda, woulda, coulda, and that's what I would and couldn't. That's my opinion. That's what I would do. If I could get Alonso after the Everton game, if we lose, bring him in. Yes, 100%. But if we don't, I'll just have to write it out, wouldn't I? Simple as that. But if you're asking me, would I take Alonso if we lose to Everton on the weekend? Yes, I would, 100%. Yeah,
I'd probably take him right now, but I just don't think it can happen.
Yeah, but if you could have and you probably should have, you probably wouldn't have, Dave. Oh, keep going.
You're being called Craig Bellamy, I think, mate.
Who, me or Kingy?
Kingy.
Yeah, it wasn't going to be me, was it?
Angry Welshman.
Darren Higgins. Replace Rice with 105 million. We've done it already. Onwards and upwards. Yeah, agree with that. I'll read this one out from Nick. Rice is world class. We couldn't possibly replace him player for player, but we have recruited well and have a better balance than when we had Rice was here.
100%.
I will agree with that. And I think that from a lot of people I've spoken to, there's been a bit of a case of rewriting history around Rice. Rice, and I was telling anybody that would listen, Rice is one of the 2 or 3 best players I've ever seen play for West Ham, and you can't dispute that. No matter what's happened, he is world class, and we couldn't replace him. But what we have done is probably better than any of us could have hoped for. So, fuck him, fuck Arsenal, and I hope he fucking dies a slow death.
Or at least breaks a leg.
Well, that would be.
It could happen next Thursday as well, wouldn't it?
I don't think he'll play. I don't think he'll be there.
No, nor do I.
I don't think he'll be there. I think he'll wait for the league game because he'll want to come in. I don't know when we play him at home, but he'll want to come in when they're up in the top 2 and fucking lording it. He's not going to come back for a fucking League Cup game.
We've got him away Boxing Day. That'll be the first time then.
Yeah, so the home game must be end of the season.
Later in the season, yeah.
I'm going to get another Bing Tang.
Fair enough.
Next slide Declan Rice off.
Yeah. Henderson C again. I still don't get why some amongst us see like-for-like replacement as necessity. We move on from selling that lad. Also, the media will never stop relating to us until our fans stop mentioning. Yeah, I agree. I think, as we covered I think you just concurring with what we've said, with what Nick from Curtin Boo said, that we've replaced them as well as we possibly can in terms of doing good recruitment with the money we got. And we don't need a like for like, and we won't get a like for like, as we discussed.
And here's probably the most sensible comment of the evening from Nick. I'd swap Moyes for Lord Lucan if we lose to Everton. Look, I don't profess to be a tactical genius, but I've probably got more nous about me than Moyes, and I reckon that.
I think I've had one too many bin tangs, mate.
I reckon I could guide us to a 7th place.
Did I just hear that right?
Yeah, I would get us to 7th in the league, Europa League, and the Carabao Cup.
Cool. All right, we've got the next.
Would you be happy with that?
And you'd do it for a fucking couple of pints and a packet of crisps too, wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
You'd be content as fuck with that, wouldn't you?
Thanks for the confidence, Nick.
Thing is, right, here's one for you. What manager would you have?
Who's that for? Lord Lucan?
Any of you? Both of you?
But right now, I'm not just saying this because of Sunday's game. I'd love Emery. I think Emery would be fucking quality. I like his philosophy. He doesn't. He's got philosophy. He's got an idea, and you look at his history; it's phenomenal. And for whatever reason, his stock went down after Arsenal, and he's
but Arsenal had a soft underbelly at that point.
He did, yeah, and he's ended up having to sort of go to a club like Villa. That could easily have been us. And I'm going to contradict myself completely, but if he'd have come into our place 12 months ago, 24 months ago, I think we'd be in a completely different situation than we are now. And I would be happy if he came in now and give it 12, 18, 24 months.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Or, failing that, I'd have myself in there.
Yeah.
Well, Nick fancies you from Claret and Booze.
No, I'm with you, Ryan. If we could get Alonso right now, and I don't think we can, but if we could, that'd probably be my pick. Top of the Bundesliga. Yeah.
Oh, you're fucking singing my fucking tune now, are you? Okay, I get
it. Yeah. The Tim Steiden link, I think they probably work well together. If we were replacing and that was available to us, then that would be what I'd do. But
I like it. Alan Dunn, who's stuck with us as well, because I know he's late in New Zealand. Tonali hit with a 10-month ban. I bet he ain't. Hey!
I like it. Oh, man.
I thought Alan Dunn was in Australia, mate.
Oh, who was I thinking from?
Andrew Quinn.
Quinn, sorry.
Quinn's in New Zealand.
Well, you've seen how many bintangs I've had. It's probably a little bit much. Sorry. Alan, I do apologise, mate.
What one here from Nick? Oh, that was my fault. Hang on. Moyes never changes selections or tactics, irrespective of opponents, and makes the same changes, whatever the scenario. May as well have a really limited intelligence AI robot managing the team. Look, I think that's the biggest frustration, isn't it? And I know you've been banging on about it for weeks and months. And the Villa game was really, really highlighted it. It's very robotic. You know, we all said on Monday, Kingy wasn't there because he was flying out to Bali, but Antonio should have been off the pitch at half-time or before half-time. And he sticks with these 75-minute substitutions, which is just fucking pointless.
What's Danny Ings going to do in fucking 8 minutes as well? What's the fucking...
His hair grows a little bit more.
Yeah, but his fucking stock don't.
I'm not sure what he's going to do in 90 minutes either.
Do you know what? I think David Moyes' tactical solutions are done on a foosball table. They're all rigid. It does exactly the same fucking thing every week, and it's a hit and hope. And it can only that is it for me.
Henderson C. Moyes in, and we shall see Antonio playing left back or goalkeeper very soon. Well, even if he's not assigned to play there, he'll probably fucking end up there. Alan Dunn says, "Sorry, Kings, I'm in Scone." Where the fuck's Scone?
Where's Scone?
Oh. You've not clarified the matter anymore there, Alan. Is that England, New Zealand, Australia?
It's in Australia. I'm not sure where Scone is.
Oh, man.
But yeah, so sorry, I've had to let a little bit of steam off there. I've been too relaxed.
It's good though. This is what we want. A bit of attitude. Hang on, Nick, Canio Potter on the fella bottom centre of the screen. See, you're obviously Di Canio. You're Potter.
No, I don't think he wants me at all.
Manager, the next management team, I think he's talking about. I think he wants Harry Potter.
Oh, okay, right. I get you.
We need fucking Harry Potter after the weekend.
Listen, it sounds like I'm being voted in, so I'm happy to play a role. I manage the Mitchelton over 35s team, so I've got a bit of coaching kudos behind me. I reckon I'd do a decent job.
Dave was our manager for the Fans 11 game versus Tottenham in Perth, and we lost, so he's out the running straight away.
Well, yeah, it helps you.
To be fair to Dave, it didn't help that we'd all had about 15 pints the day before.
The morning off.
I think 9 of the 11 I didn't know the names anyway, so it was like, oh, pink boots, off you come. Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to beat Olympiacos, we're going to beat Everton, and everything will be great.
Yeah, I think we'll get a result in the morning. I don't think we'll lose. I'll wake up in the mornings with my David Moyes t-shirt. I'll run that down the road, and
it's not even the morning, though, is it?
It's 5 hours time.
4 hours.
I'm just looking at that. It's 5 hours time. We better get to bed, boys.
But yeah, it's been a good show. I've really enjoyed tonight.
It's been all right, hasn't it?
Cool.
Listen, at the end of the day, we ain't Sky Sports, we ain't TNT Sports, we ain't Fox Sports, we ain't Optus Sport, because I've fucking deleted all of them because I've seen too much Ange Aposta Neighbours fucking news on it every fucking day. So I've got rid of them. We are who we are. We say it how it is. Well, I do. And yeah, I just enjoy it. So hopefully everyone else enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's good fun. Lots of people online today having a contribution as well.
Yeah,
it's good.
Thanks for the comments and the interaction.
Oh, sorry, Stone.
It makes it a lot more interesting when there's people commenting. Oh, comment from Nick. How many games would you give it before I produce Teabag in Lord Luke and Outmix?
I reckon I would give it 45 minutes.
What?
I'd love to see your face on a mug with Lucan out on it.
Surely I'd be given a
3-game
3-game grace.
Not
start kudos for a start.
Not the way Nick from Claret and Booze fucking goes on, mate. You'll be out before the first substitution.
Ruthless attitude, man. I like it. We need a bit more of it.
Well, I've just heard from Nick because I tried to get him on tonight. Nick from Claret and Booze. He said that he's going to come on our next interactive show, so that'd be good. So next Thursday, Nick's going to come on.
Yeah. Nice. He better not have a mug with my face on it.
I'm going to get a tattoo in Bali with your face on it.
Oh no! Where? In your ass?
Lucan out.
Man.
But yeah, no, thanks very much. And it's been fucking really good tonight. I've really enjoyed it. Hopefully everyone in the chat's enjoyed it. It's been a great show. And hopefully many more to come.
And
thank you very much, everyone.
Cheers.
And hopefully we get a nice little win against the Greeks tonight. And everyone can have
we will.
A little Euros tonight. But yeah, one thing left to say.
Come on, yours.
Come on, yours. Oh, it's Bintang.